This is a time for soul searching in Europe. Just take a look at Germany, that now is finally taking its responsibility in defense matters, and Sweden too. We will hit the 2% target in defense spending for the first time since the Cold War, due to the Russian aggression against Ukraine. And that is very good news for Taiwan, I might add, because in order for the United States to keep its focus on the Indo-Pacific, Europe needs to be in charge of the defense of our own soil. We cannot continue to rely on United States military forces alone to defend our territory. And that will liberate resources of the United States to be active in the Indo-Pacific theater. So this is a very good development that we see right now for Europe and for Taiwan.
That's very interesting. So the knock-on effect. You also said quite dramatically that for every euro China spends supporting Russia, that the EU should double that and spend it on Taiwan's self-defense.
Yes.
How realistic is it that the EU could do that?
We have a European peace facility of almost 6 billion euros. It's a lot of money, and we must make very clear to Beijing that if they want to be part of the destruction of Europe, well, then we will be part of the defense democracy in Asia.
Is Taiwan Ukraine in 10 years?
I don't think so, because the war in Ukraine has given Beijing pause. They realize that if the Russians have a hard time attacking Ukraine on flat lands, to launch a maritime operation against Taiwan will be 10 times tougher, especially now that Taiwan is learning lessons from the brave Ukrainian defenders.
Talking about Ukraine, ironically for Russia, it's pushed Sweden and Finland closer to NATO. As a Swede, do you see membership soon?
I do. Finland will apply, and so will Sweden. I'm quite sure. I can just look at my own party, which was skeptical ahead of this, of Swedish NATO membership, but has changed its opinion. We realize that Sweden will be part of the Northern European war theater if Russia would launch an assault against the Baltics, for instance. And to be part of NATO in that situation is crucial.
There's a lot of talk right now about being on the right side of history. What do you think the history books will say about all this in 50 years' time, all this period?
Well, I think the similarity between Ukraine and Taiwan is that there has been a building up of national identities in both places, and which effectively has made imperial ambitions very tough to realize for Russia and for the People's Republic of China. That this was the sort of rebirth of the nation state. I think that is what the history books will tell us.